Hey, hope you guys are doing well. Edgar from Solo Marketer here, and in this video I want to quickly show you how to get people on your mailing list. Which I obviously all know. You've probably heard that you need people on your mailing list, especially if you're an online business, right? You can continue building relationships, you can get out in front of people like more and more times, right? But at no extra cost, except for the monthly fee that you pay for your CRM, right? If you have to pay anything. And obviously, the big obvious one is that you can keep reintroducing all kinds of offers to your mailing list, to your loyal followers, right? So it's really vital to build a mailing list. And as you can see here, like actually how to do it, I'm going to try to cover like four topics, so to say. So the first one, if we just jump right into it, obviously to add people to your mailing list, you need to like ethically bribe them, right? You need to get them on your mailing list with something. And long gone are the days where you can just, whip up a website and it just says sign up for my newsletter, and everyone will sign up for your newsletter just voluntarily, give you their email, and they'll all be on your email list, right? You can just, spam them every day or whatever. Uh, that will not do. I mean, some people might sign up, but the average person is on quite a few mailing lists, and the last thing they need is to be on another newsletter that just keeps emailing them every day. So you need to, like I said before, you need to ethically bribe them in a way, right? In quotation marks. You need to give them something in return. It's an honest exchange. So the classic way, as you can see here, is to give them a freebie, right? You've probably seen these before. You give them some sort of a freebie, and in exchange for their email address, right? That's an honest exchange, and it can be a PDF lead magnet. It can be a template, a checklist, just all kinds of things. A free video, right? It can come in many forms. It can be a webinar sign up. That's a more complicated thing, but still, there's many forms. It doesn't necessarily have to be a PDF, but that's what a lot of people still do. But yeah, there needs to be like an exchange. You need to provide a solution to like a quick solution to a small problem, right? So that's basically what the lead magnet does. And then once they sign up, just as a first step, once they sign up, right, the thank you page, you send them to your offer, right? And that's where you can actually make money, but that's like besides the scope of this video. You can definitely find those videos on my channel, how to do this part, right? Not only how to get the lead, but how to actually make money within the first few minutes, as opposed to like waiting for a month to make the first sale. But yeah, the basic, like the base of it is step one, you need to have a lead magnet, you need to have a landing page, right? Which I have a template for it down below at the end of the video, I'll remind you. So that's the first step. And let's go, if we go back, and yeah, obviously lead magnet plus landing page, right? Can't go without it. How else are you going to get them on your list? So there needs to be some sort of a setup. And yeah, and basically what I want to cover is the $1,000,000 question. You built a landing page, you have your freebie, but how do you drive traffic to this page, right? It can be the world's best lead magnet. It can have on the back end on the next page, the world's best product at the best price, right? You've kind of, there's no competition for it. But if nobody sees it, what's the point, right? So you need to drive traffic. And in essence, I like to divide traffic in three traffic types, three ways you can generate traffic, like three categories. And the first one is free organic. The second one is paid. And the third one is affiliate, right? So a lot of times you'll hear about free versus paid. Which one should I do? And then affiliate is like a third one. People like to put it under free, but I like to put it here, and it will make sense to you in the end why I do that. And also, coincidentally, this is the order I would do it in. I would start with free traffic. I would do paid after. I wouldn't start with paid. That's what a lot of people have, that instinct to start with paid because it's quicker, but it will burn a hole in your wallet. And affiliate would be third. So I'm going to kind of quickly give you a brief introduction into each and why I would do those in that specific order. So when it comes to free and organic traffic, right, think social media or a YouTube video like this, right? If you're just starting out, if you're new to this or you haven't had much success with getting people to your mailing list, I would start with free traffic because it might not be the quickest way. It takes time. It takes patience. It's usually not an overnight thing. You're not going to go viral on your second video or post or whatever you're doing, right? Whatever your channel is. And it requires a lot of patience, but this is where you can get your proof of concept and without wasting any money. And naturally, The next question is, if you don't have a traffic source yet, right? The next question will be, so how do you know what traffic source to pick and what method to use? What's the best method? What's the best traffic source out there today, right? And the answer will always be, it depends. Because there's different businesses, different audiences, the combinations are limitless. I would look at it at a different way. It needs to be customized to your needs. It needs to be customized to whoever you're targeting, what your strengths are when it comes to content creation. It's like a different set of things you need to look at as opposed to, oh, I heard of this one method, let's try that. Because it might work for one person, might not work for another person. So I would kind of look at it from a broader perspective, and I would answer a few questions to get to that traffic source and the method I would use. So the first question would be, what's your niche, right? You would start with, obviously the three big ones are health, wealth, relationships, right? But you wouldn't stop there. So let's say mine is I don't know, relationships, right? In a way, but I'm not going to stop with that, right? I'm going to niche down as much as I can, and let's say it's kind of loosely relationships. It wouldn't fit under the other two, but we can niche down to arts and crafts, and and crafting with your, let's say, your 6 year old, right, as a hobby, right, as a I don't know, as a parenting technique or whatever you want to call it. So that would be my sub niche. I would really want to niche down because you are creating content, whether it's social media or a mailing list or whatever. You are talking one to many, and you want to niche down as much as you can, just so everything you say is relevant to your audience. Because if you have an audience of like a billion people, you can't communicate with everyone, right? You can't find the like that many pain points and common denominators. You have to niche down so you can make it really personal and speak to their pain points, their desires, right? Their specific needs, whatever they're looking for. And this is, you can provide the solution for them through your content, through your lead magnet, through your offerings, right? So that's why you have to niche down. So in this case, it would be something really, really, really niche, like arts and crafts with your 6 year old, for example. And then the next question, once you have your niche, then the next question will be, so let's actually type it down here. Let's do it. What is your niche? Let's do a question mark. So the second question naturally that will follow this one will be, who is your ideal customer? Like all these questions that I'm asking, we will lead to the actual result. So yeah, what is your ideal customer? Right? The person you would love to work with, the person who you understand. Maybe it's like you are your own ideal customer. Maybe it's like you're, someone who you know, or like a relative of yours, a friend, whatever. You need to dial this down. And then, like I mentioned before, I kind of gave clues, right? So it's obviously, in my case, it would be like a parent. Most likely arts and crafts, I would say most likely female, just from I don't have an experience with this niche, but that would be kind of my guess, right? More mothers would be interested in that than fathers. That would be like, it would give you better odds at success, so to say, to attracting people to your content. So obviously those would be mothers of, let's say, 6 to 12 year olds, or I don't know, 4 to 10 year olds, whatever, right? You would definitely be specific about that. You would be specific about what their job is, or maybe they're stay-at-home moms, what their education level is, what kind of books they read, what kind of shows they watch, what kind of podcasts they listen to, what kind of influencers they follow online, right? All this stuff, you need to write it all down and basically come up with this one like perfect person that you would want. If you needed, like, 10,000 followers, you want it to be all of them be like this person, right? You need to define this person, this specific, just give them a name, even maybe like find a photo online of like a stock photo or whatever, attach a photo. I would need this person to look like this is their age, this is just all of their information, all in like a one pager, right? All of it outlined. And part of that would be also outlining, related to your niche, what their pain points are, what their desires are, right? Why would they be interested in this, and what drives them? Why would they want to do this, right? What their reasoning would be behind this. And yeah, once you have like this outline, is the next question will be, where do they hang out online, right? So these people obviously hang out somewhere, whether it's Pinterest, TikTok, blogs, forums, right? For each niche, they have kind of slightly different places where they hang out, right? Not everyone will Well, I guess everyone could be found everywhere, but certain demographics and certain people with certain interests will be hanging out more on one platform. Like in this case, it would be more, my guess, I haven't looked at it, but my guess would be you can find them on Pinterest, right? You can maybe find them on TikTok. Maybe there's blogs about it. I don't know if there's podcasts about it. So that would be, and based on no research, I would guess maybe blogs wouldn't not blogs but podcasts wouldn't be as much. I don't know, it's more like a crafting thing. It's more visual, or you have to do things with your hands. I don't think a podcast about it would be as beneficial as, let's say, a blog or a TikTok channel, right, where it's more like you can actually show these things to people. Essentially, you have to see where other your competition or people ahead of you in your niche, or like a really 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 similar niche, where are they finding success? Where are they getting a lot of engagement and interest from people? Where do those people hang out, right? And who are the influencers? Obviously, take note of that as well. And the next thing you want to do, once you figure out which platforms are kind of best, there should be several. Usually there's more than one. You kind of note those down. Let's say there's three. Let's say there's Pinterest, TikTok, and then blogs. I don't know. There's three. That would be like based on your research. Those are the three best ones. So the next question will be, which one of these platforms suits you, right? Because you might not like making short form videos, but maybe you'll like writing, right? And you kind of, that's where the blog comes in. Or maybe you'll like short form videos, or maybe you're good at graphic design, right? So maybe that in that case you can do Pinterest and Instagram. So I would kind of gravitate more towards those as opposed to TikTok, right? So there's different options. So you need to pick one that would be the least effort for you. It would come the most natural, because it would just be less of a grind. So pick one. Pick one traffic channel. Don't pick all three of them, because you will just spread yourself thin, basically, unless you have help. But I would just start with one. I would master it, and then I would worry about more traffic sources. And so essentially the last step, so this advice it might seem broad, but it will work for everyone. It's really foundational, and it kind of helps you set the tone of what you should be doing. And watch your competition, right? So see what they're doing, what they're having success with, what gets people's attention, what kind of content. Let's say you want to do TikTok, see what other TikTok creators or business owners are doing in your niche, or like a really similar niche. And I wouldn't say don't copy. Definitely don't copy their stuff. Do an improved version intended for your audience, and that suits your brand and introduces them to your story, right? And kind of your spin on it. I would like to think of it as do a better version of it. Even if it's like good content and it's good advice, do an even better version of that, right? Let's say it's a TikTok video or a blog post, right? Somebody wrote a 500-word article, like a generic article on something. Do 1,000-word article with your unique specific experience, and just strive to be better, do better content, but see what works, because then you're not going to need to do 1,000 things at the same time. You see, oh, these 5 things seem to be working better. These get a lot of engagement, a lot of interest, a lot of compliments from people, right? People who you would love to be your ideal clients. So just see, let's say, pick 5 and see what those methods are that work the best, and click on their posts and kind of like in their links, or links in bio rather, no, whatever the platform is. See what their landing pages are like, what they're leading to, what they're doing in the back end. See what other people are doing, and then do your own better version of that. It's kind of generic advice, but that's better than just picking one method that works for some, doesn't work for others. You don't even know if it works or not, and you put in like 3 months, and then you're like, oh, this is totally not working for me. This is better. Come up with your niche, and know your ideal customer. That sets a foundation, because you know who you're serving, who you're creating content for. You're not just creating content and whoever sees it, they will like it, they will come. No, you create specific content for specific people with specific pain points. And the methods I talked about, you see what the competition is doing and kind of make your own version for your own audience, your better version. But definitely don't just copy paste their stuff. And just to close this one off before we head off to the next one, this gives you the chance to kind of fine tune what your audience is, and then try many different things for free organically, right? It takes time, but this is a good way to get a proof of concept for what lead magnets work, right? The freebies, what products people buy, what kind of try different combinations of this stuff, create funnels where people come in and they buy stuff and you upsell them, downsell them, right? Order bumps. You can start combining all these things together and work out funnels and systems that kind of provides, the most value to people, but also gets you the most revenue per person that comes through, right? You don't just gather leads for the sake of gathering them. You actually, part of this whole deal is you want to make money, not just, help people, obviously, but you want to make money. And in this way, you can try different kinds of ways without actually losing a whole lot of money besides paying for the tools that you're using, which you can do with free tools. And obviously, social media is free. So I guess the last one would be get a proof of concept, right? And once you have your proof of concept, you can go to paid ads. Like I said before, the first instinct oftentimes for people is, oh, organic, that's going to take a long time. It's going to take me 2, 3, 6 months, whatever. I don't have time for that. I need money today. And oftentimes, if they try ads, if they have no experience, like I said before, they will burn a big hole in their wallet. If you lack experience, I wouldn't try with ads. And if somebody tells you, oh, you can spend $2 a day and you make 6 back and it's going to be amazing, take it with a grain of salt. Ads are an expensive proposition for those who just want to try things out. They have no experience. So you have some lead magnets that you don't know if people even like, so you need to spend a lot of money to see whether people actually like it, as opposed to trying it for free and seeing, oh, 100 people like this lead magnet and sign up for it, but only 6 people sign up for this one. So obviously this 100 lead magnets, that would be a good lead magnet to look into and kind of build up from there and kind of attach offerings from it and email sequences and all that stuff. And you saw that the other one doesn't work, but if you paid for ads, you would need to pay a lot of money to find out the same thing, but you would be kind of in the hole from the get-go on just some lead magnets that you had no idea whether they're good or bad. Same goes for like offers for paid products. Just because you pay for an ad doesn't mean they're going to buy it. It's an expensive way to learn, so I would rather take a little bit more time but learn for free, unless you have a bunch of money that you're just willing to spend. You're like, oh, I have $5,000, whatever, so let's just go experiment. You can start with paid ads, but it doesn't mean that the $5,000 or whatever amount will actually get you that result. You can just have a bunch of failures and that's it. So start with free, paid. Once you have a proof of concept, you have the opportunity to scale and to actually come up with a profitable funnel. At the beginning, you might be losing money, right? But you already have a good proof of concept, so your odds are already better. You have something that kind of works, so you can keep improving it, keep optimizing it, and get it to a point where it's break even or even profitable. And in that case, it doesn't matter whether you're spending $10 a day or $1,000 a day. If you make your money back, it doesn't matter. So because it's just, let's say you spend $100 today and in a couple of days you make it back, you can put that $100 in again and get more leads and more leads and more sales and build your mailing list. But that is after you have figured out who you're even advertising or who your audience is, right? Because for ads, you have to know what your audience is. And that whole thing you find out through here, and all the language you use and the visuals and just kind of the pain points and all that stuff. This comes here. You do it here first. Otherwise, this is an expensive learning experience. So I guess we can type it in. Opportunity to scale, because with free, it only takes you so far. A lot of people have a lot of success, right? But ads, you can kind of add fuel to the fire, basically, right? You can get more reach, but that is only if you know what you're doing. Otherwise, don't touch them early at all. Be patient. That's my big advice. Be patient. And the third one is, let's just do this. Your loyal followers. So as you, I think I spelled it right. Yeah. As you build your audience, you get your proof of concept, you scale it, you get more people in. Hopefully by this time you get a lot of leads that like your lead magnet, and hopefully a very significant portion of them will buy your paid offers, and hopefully a significant portion of them will like your products that they bought, and they're gonna kind of become fans. They'll buy one of them, two of them, right? They might leave a review if you have a system set up for that. You get to build a base of people gradually, right? You build a base of people who love your product. So, what do people do if they like your product? They would be willing to promote it in exchange for a commission, right? Your loyal followers have others promote your products in exchange for a commission, right? We all heard about doing affiliate marketing as a promoter, right? You promote other people's product. So this is your opportunity. This is the last step where you have a proof of concept, you know it works, you have a bunch of people who like your product. So now you can give them all of these you have a bunch of email templates and visuals and copy and all that stuff that has worked for you. Give those templates and swipe files and whatever, give all that marketing, all those marketing assets to them, and let them promote it as well, or do like their own spin on it, and they can promote it on their socials and spread this even further than you could by yourself. And you can do, let's say if it's a digital product, obviously the margins are a little bit better. You can do like a, it's typical to see 30, 40, 50% commissions. You can do like a 50-50 split. You can do a 40% commission for the person who sells it. And all they have to worry about is promoting your product with the help of your assets, of your social media assets and email templates and all that stuff that have worked for you. With the help of those, so you give them a boost, they just have to worry about promoting them. They don't have to worry about creating a product, right? And all you have to worry about is just paying out the commission, right? And making sure they get the right resources so they can promote it. But you don't need to promote anything at this point, technically, right? They can promote it for you. That's how a lot of businesses thrive, right? Like 7-8 figure businesses that pretty much like solely rely on affiliate marketing once they get to this level. So I would say it's kind of this is like a win-win proposition. Either side of the equation, it's a good thing, right? Proven product. They're the big fans. You give them assets to promote your stuff, and then just you kind of not sit back and relax, but essentially you've done most of the work. And and they don't have to create a new product. They can just promote yours and still make money. Both of you make money if they make sales. But yeah, this video is probably a little bit longer than I expected it to be, but just to summarize, this is the way I'd recommend doing it. Have a lead magnet plus landing page. Start by getting proof of concept without wasting money, right? Try different lead magnets, paid offers, do different combinations, and then you can scale your operation with paid ads that hopefully you can make profitable or break even on the back of these proven concepts from the free traffic, right? From the organic channels you've developed for free over the past, let's say, 6 months. It can be more, it can be less. And once you can get them to break even or profitable, it doesn't matter if you spend, $10 or $1,000 per day, because you make all that money back within a few days. And then, once you have that, you can use all the assets and everything you can just kind of give it to your loyal followers who've been buying your products, and now they're willing to promote it, shout off rooftops, right? You can let all the fans you've gained through these two methods, or these traffic channels in a way, do the promoting for you, right? They're the best people to promote your stuff. The people who have actually bought your stuff. These are the best ones. So that's kind of the short version. So to say, it's always $1 million question, because it's easy to create a landing page, but the traffic question, that's pretty much like 99% of the businesses. That's the big problem, actually getting traffic to your pages. But yeah, since I'm a big advocate of System.io, because you can do all of this for free, right? Minus the ads part. But you can check out my free lead generation funnel template below. You can just sign up for it for free, as well as how to create sales funnels, like I call them self-liquidating sales funnels that make the money back. They're break even, right? How to go through all that process. That's down below as well. It's like a video training. You can check those out completely for free. And also, there should be somewhere on the screen, should probably pop up in any moment. You can check out this video on how to list your own affiliate products on System.io for free, and let others promote them for you, right? So you can create your landing pages, your lead magnets, your products all on System.io, and then you can also list them. It's an incredibly easy process, and the video should show up somewhere on this page. But yeah, if you like this video, like, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff. Ask me any questions down below. I try to keep it as short as possible, but this topic, it can be talked about for days. This is just kind of give you a good foundation. And yeah, check out the video on the screen right now. If you don't have any questions, then go check out the video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.